So let's start looking at faces, shall we? I'm actually using a willow charcoal stick here. So hopefully it will show up better for you. When I'm drawing a portrait, most of the time, not always, but most of the times, I will start with the eyes. And I tend to do this because it helps to understand the face and to get all the proportions right, because the distance between two eyes is actually one eye. So if I go like this, you will see that that's helped me to make sure that I've got the distance correct in between the eyes. Because if you get that bit wrong, then it all looks wrong. And there's certain rules about faces which unfortunately we have to learn if we're drawing portraits. Some of us find it a little bit harder than others, but you'll actually find that in time it will be so natural to you, you know. So I'll just put in the eyes in here. It's messy using charcoal, but it is fun. I actually started off using charcoal before I used anything else. Now, the problem with working with charcoal is that it will smudge very easily, so I will have to be very careful what I'm doing with my hands whilst I'm drawing. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit of a line under here. It might change as I'm drawing. I'm not aware of anyone in spirit standing around me at this precise moment, but then my guides know that I'm drawing a portrait with the intention of helping you to understand how faces come together. So that you may find that my voice will start changing because I lose the plot a little bit as I'm drawing. That's because I'm going into an altered state of consciousness. So what I'm doing here, I'm bringing bring it in here because if you look at most people, this happens here. Not so much. You know, some people, you know, it can be quite flat across there. I'm trying to build up the shape. Now, what a lot of people don't realise as well, that not always, but approximately about 1.5 lengths of one eye would actually be the bottom of the nose. So if we was to, you know, so I would probably be about here. You see me use my fingers, but when I'm actually drawing with a pencil, you would actually see me lining up with a pencil. Absolutely fantastic tool. Now, when we're doing the noses, we go to the corner of the inside of the eye, and we bring that line down like this, and that actually shows us where the nose, the nostril, side of the nostril comes in. And we put like this little curvy bit in. And then again on this side, you don't have to do this very often before you can see it yourself. It's now becoming a bit more savvy, you know, paying a bit more attention to faces than what you have been in the past. Become a people watcher. It's amazing as to just what you can pick up about faces from becoming a people watcher, you know, and do watch yourself as well, you know, because you can learn a lot from looking at your own face. Noses come in all different shapes. This is the nose we're doing here. See, the charcoal is absolutely fantastic to bring that shadow in, and that shadow then, you know, gives it a real 3D look, starts to come in. Hopefully this is being picked up by the camera. So when I'm drawing this way, I tend to go over certain lines a few times. Okay, I feel that I'm drawing a lady here. imagine these bits here, you know, imagine the eyeball in the socket. You know, it's not just the iris, it's the whole of the white bit, and it's round. So, you know, this is why we get this bit here coming down, you know. And again, it can be different on whoever it is that you know that you're drawing. Age can really come into play on that one. I get very mucky when I'm drawing with charcoal, so usually I wear black because I can just wipe my hands on my gloves. Whatever you do, don't draw in charcoal wearing your best. I find it hard sometimes to get both my hands got the same angle. That's okay, you can get around that. Let's bring out the corner of the eye a little bit more. Right, so now we're going to look at how we measure to find where the chin will be. Now, the best way to measure to find out where a chin is going to be is by measuring the length of the nose. Because if we look at the length of the nose, and then we bring it down, the pencil down from where it was, I see this finger is measuring. By then coming down, I know where my finger is at the bottom here. Just put a little on my notes, I know where it is. That is where the chin will be. Okay, so let's just check that again. Yep, so that will be there. But also, if we go upwards rather than downwards, so we go to the top of the nose with the same measurement, that will also show us where the hairline is. Now, the hairline is not the top of the head, and it's not the first piece of hair that you see, not unless someone has had their head shaved or they've got all their hair pulled back. The top of the head is actually exactly halfway between, reword it, the eyes are in the middle of the head. So if you've worked out where the chin is, you then know where the middle of the head is. In this case, for me, it's the whole length of a pencil, so I know to go up there. And if I was holding the pencil upside down and I was drawing it all in pencil, then I would have just gone pew like that, but I haven't. So that gives us the top of the head. Now again, that's not necessarily the last bit of hair that you see at the top of the head. That is where the skull, that's the skull, the top of the skull, okay? And if someone's got very, very curly hair, for example, you know, we could be way up here. Now, ears, let's look